welcome to a new vlog. We are actually off to a light show type thing. Now we're going off to Leisure Park in Newcastle, where they've basically set up like a mile walk where they have all these different light installations. So I'm really looking forward to it. It's our first like proper Christmassy thing that we've booked, and I think Luca's really going to enjoy it because he loves seeing all the Christmas lights and stuff. So I thought I'd take you along with us. Jonny is just getting rid of all the snow in the car because if you didn't know or you don't have it where you are, we have had a lot of snow here in Newcastle.
Oh, Daddy.
Oh, are you helping Daddy? Helping Daddy? Well done, Luca. are back from the Northern Lights experience thing. I don't really know what to call it, light trail. And it was really, really good. We had such a good time. It was a lot more like, I don't know what the word is, like professional or advanced than what I was expecting. Like the installations were so good. And the fact that it's been snowing made it even more like Christmassy and magical, because all of the installations were like covered in snow. And yeah, I don't know, I can't imagine it not with the snow. Like it felt right to have the snow. But anyways, we had a really nice time. It took us just about an hour to like leisurely walk around, which was perfect. It was busy, but it wasn't like crammed at all. Like we didn't feel rushed or pushed, or like there was plenty of opportunity to stop and look at things, and there wasn't people like crowded around you or like queues or anything. And Luca really enjoyed, like, obviously it's very sensory, so he really enjoyed all of the different lights, and yeah, he definitely really like got something out of it, which is great because that's kind of why we booked it, something for him. So yeah, all in all, I'm really impressed, really glad I booked it. And yeah, it was just a nice little family afternoon. At the end of the trail, of course, there was a little child's ride, which was like cars and buses and all that sort of stuff. And Luca went on one of those twice when we went pumpkin picking and loved it. And he spied it towards the end of the trail and was like going on and on about it and pointing at it, and from that moment on just wanted to get to that ride. So we were like resigned to the fact that he'd be going on this ride. And we walked around and he got on it, and he got in the driving like seat of the bus, and then he did a couple of rounds on it, and then his face just dropped, and he honestly looked like disgusted and distraught and just really betrayed, like, why have you put me on this? And it was awful. He just like wanted to get off and wasn't happy at all, which was really strange because he really enjoyed it before, and like he loves cars and stuff. But obviously there's nothing we could do. We just had to like talk to him and wait for it to end. But yeah, other than that, we all had a blast, and it was just a really lovely way to kick off December. And tomorrow is a really big day because it's actually Jonny's graduation. So he had a career change a few years ago in 2020. And as part of his new career, he had to do like a degree alongside working full time. So it's been a massive undertaking. He smashed it, and he like handed his dissertation in the summer, and passed and everything. And we have his graduation ceremony tomorrow. So yeah, we're going into Newcastle again for that. It's at Northumbria University. We'll be doing like his graduation ceremony. He could only get 2 tickets, so me and his mum are going into the actual ceremony, and then his dad and my dad are going to have Luca. And there is a live stream, so they can watch that. And then we're all going to meet afterwards, and we'll probably stroll through the Christmas market that's in town. And then we're going for a meal at an Asian restaurant, Chow Prior. So I'm really looking forward to all of that. It'll just round off like a couple of days of nice family stuff together, really nicely, because we've not had much of that in the last few weeks. It's kind of felt like it's just all been work and chores, and getting ready for Christmas is like massive, isn't it? So we haven't really had any time or much time free together. So this evening was really nice. Tomorrow's gonna be really nice, and just really looking forward to it. Good evening. It is the end of a really busy day, as usual, and I'm just about to make some Rocky Road for work tomorrow. So I thought I would chat to you and catch up while I was making it. So it's almost 9 p.m. Luca's in bed and Jonny has gone to the Newcastle United match. So yeah, as I said, I need to make some Rocky Road to take into work tomorrow because it is our staff Christmas like buffet, and then it's our staff Christmas do on the evening. And I've actually got like a crazy busy day tomorrow. So yeah, I need to crack on and get this Rocky Road made. I'm really tired because I went for a run this morning, and then I've had a busy day at work. I actually delivered a webinar, which is like a live stream event, which I do for work. So yeah, I delivered that, which always like really mentally tires me out. And then, as I said, Jonny went to the match, so I've had Luca on my own this evening. He's just gone to bed about half an hour ago, so I'm going to crack on and make this Rocky Road and then hopefully get sort of an hour to chill before bed. So I've got all my ingredients ready. Personally, I feel like Rocky Road is one of those really fun things that you can kind of mix it up and do what you want. I feel like there's two staples to Rocky Road. It has to have biscuits and it has to have marshmallows. And then that aside, you can kind of stick whatever you want in. So I'm making Christmas Rocky Road, which I've kind of just made up. And I found these orange digestives, which I thought were perfect. Chocolate orange is my absolute favourite, but I just think orange is like a classic Christmas flavour thanks to the Terry's chocolate orange, which is also going in there. Obviously the marshmallows, as I said. I'm going to stick some raisins in because I really like that in Rocky Road. And then to make it really festive, I've got candy canes to break up. And I've got these like really cute marshmallows that are just bigger versions of marshmallows with Christmassy stuff on them. So that is what I'm sticking in my Rocky Road. So yeah, while I'm making this, I thought I'd chat to you. So firstly, Jonny's graduation did not go to plan. So we planned to go to his graduation. It was at 4 p.m. on a Monday, and I'd taken the day off work, and we planned to basically all go into town. So me, Jonny's parents and my dad. But Jonny could only get 2 tickets, so me and his mum were going to go in and watch the ceremony, and my dad and Jonny's dad were going to have Luca, and they could watch a live stream of it, and then we were all going to meet up afterwards and go for some food. But at about 10 a.m. on the morning, Jonny's parents phoned to say that unfortunately Jonny's mum wasn't very well and she wasn't going to be able to make it. And that kind of changed everything because it meant Jonny's dad could come into the ceremony. It meant my dad would be on his own with Luca in town. And I just kind of felt like it was a long time. It was, well, we thought it was probably going to be about 2.5 hours that they'd be alone. It turned out to be a lot longer than that. But I just kind of felt like I didn't want my dad to be dragged into town with Luca to do that when we weren't going to do the meal anymore, because Jonny's dad wasn't going to stick around for the meal because of Jonny's mum not being well. So we kind of really quickly changed all the plans, asked my dad if he could just come to our house and babysit Luca while we went into town. And it was absolutely pouring down the whole day. The metro was delayed, which is like our version of the tube. And yeah, it was just kind of all a rush. It was wet. It was kind of just a bit miserable. And the organisation wasn't great there. I didn't get any videos really. I got a little bit of footage, which I will pop in so you can see. But as I say, it was just kind of chaotic, and yeah, we couldn't really like soak it in. Jonny kind of had to go in and get his robes and stuff on his own, and we were just waiting out in the rain. And then the ceremony overran by 40 minutes, which meant that it was like 2 hours long, which was a very long time. There was 600 people graduating, so yeah, a lot of names to sit through. And obviously it was lovely to see him graduate, but it just wasn't quite what we'd imagined. And because it overran so much, and then we had to do photos after because we hadn't had a chance to do any before, and like get a drink, like a celebratory drink, and see some of his course mates, and then take his robes back and stuff, it meant we were just rushing home. We were like past Luca's bedtime. We hadn't had any food. We had to order a takeaway. And yeah, it was just all a bit chaotic. So not quite what we planned. So yeah, that was kind of that. And then on Monday, today is Wednesday, we took Luca to a Christmas do, which was like the Christmas party version of the baby class that we did when I was on maternity leave, and we did like a weekly baby class, Lullababy. And his little friend from nursery also did Lullababy. So they came, so it was like a little reunion, and it was just crazy. Like I couldn't believe it's been 1.5 years since I went there, or even longer. It's just like time flies. So I'll put footage up of that. It was really cute, and we had a really like fun time. And I got the cutest photo of Luca in some little antlers, which I'll stick up. But yeah, that's kind of what we've been up to. We did have a bit of drama coming out of that as well. Basically, we came out and there was a man on the floor a cyclist on the floor on the road, and a car stopped in the middle of the road and they were like helping him up. So my initial reaction was that this man had been knocked off his bike, but he looked okay and he was being helped, and we were sort of saying bye to Peter and his mum, and then the car drove off and the man got back on his bike and immediately fell off again, and he was just like curled on the floor. So I like shouted at Jonny to go over, because Jonny's like first aid trained and he sort of deals with these kinds of situations in his work. So I shouted at him and he ran over, and I like grabbed Luca and followed, and turned into sort of a bit of an intervention where we escorted this man home because he wasn't very well. So yeah, that was a bit of a drama. So yeah, like I said, today is Wednesday, and this is actually my last week at work before Christmas, which I'm super excited about. I'm very, very ready for a bit of time off, and I've actually got 18 days off over Christmas and New Year, so I cannot wait for that. But I am really busy at work because I've got a really big event that's happening in the start of February, and it's the first like major event I'll have led on in my new role, so I'm trying to get like a lot of stuff sorted before I go on leave for that, so that I come back in the new year in a good place with all of my planning. So tomorrow is our like work Christmas afternoon, we're having like a buffet and a quiz and stuff, and then it's our work Christmas night out. However, it's also my maid of honour's birthday, so I am going to join for an hour of my work Christmas night out, and then I'm going to join my maid of honour and her family for her birthday meal. Thankfully, it's all happening on like the same street in the centre of Newcastle, so that was handy. And Jonny's coming in with Luca and my dad as well for that. But the only thing is, I've already paid for my drinks package for the work night out, and I've got 3 drinks that I need to down in an hour. So I might be rocking up to my maid of honour's birthday dinner a little bit merry, but we'll see. I literally never drink as well. Like I hardly drink, and with it being my work Christmas night out and that was the package, I was like, oh, I'll, you know, spread it out over a few hours, because I didn't know this dinner was happening at the time. And I was like, well, I never really get a chance to drink, so it'll be nice to have a few when I'm out with like my workmates. And yeah, now I'm going to be cramming 3 drinks down in an hour, which is never the best situation to be in. But I'm really looking forward to it all. It should be a lovely day. And then next week, we've got some really nice things planned as well. So both me and Jonny are off Monday to Friday next week. And Luca will still be in nursery the 3 days that he's usually in nursery. So Jonny's currently renovating our living room, which has been a long process, but he's really getting there now. So he'll be doing quite a bit of work on that, and I am definitely going to get that stuck into the wedding planning, which has been on the back burner a bit the past month. We're also planning to do a little date day. I'm not sure what yet, but we're going to make the most of being child free during the day and have a little date, because we just never get the time anymore, so that'll be nice. And Jonny's brother and his wife are coming up next Thursday for like our sort of Christmas get together, because they live sort of an hour and a half away and they're spending Christmas down with her parents. So we're going to see them, and I'm really excited to give them their new baby gift, which I've vlogged, put together like a hamper for them, which I'm really excited to give them. I love Rocky Road because you can kind of just, you don't have to measure things, you can just whack stuff in. I'm throwing in all my marshmallows, throw in my raisins. This is literally one of my favourite things, Rocky Road, and the fact that it's chocolate orange, I'm just cannot wait to try this tomorrow. It's going to take a lot of willpower to not sneak a piece before then. I am super happy with my Rocky Road. I'm going to show you it, but it is super cute and it smells amazing, and I know all the stuff I've put in it is going to taste amazing, so I'm very, very happy with this. Here it is. So I've got marshmallows in there, and then these big Christmassy marshmallows on top. I've got Terry's chocolate orange in there, chocolate digestives and raisins. I did have candy canes and I was gonna like scatter these in, but I'm having second thoughts because they're peppermint and I didn't realise that, and obviously this is like a chocolate orange theme, so I don't want to mess with the taste just for the candy cane effect. I think I'm gonna leave that be, but that is done. It is 9:20, so I'm gonna get the kitchen all sorted because as usual, between making my tea, Luca's tea, and then this rocky road, everything is a state. So I'm gonna whiz round and try and get everything sorted, get my bags packed for the morning and everything, and then maybe sit down and enjoy, hopefully half an hour to an hour before Jonny gets back from the match. So I think I'm going to leave this vlog here. We have got more coming up next week. As I said, I'm not sure what I'm going to vlog, but I will definitely vlog something and see you in the run up to Christmas. I can't believe it's less than 2 weeks to Christmas now. I've snuck a couple of extra presents for Luca recently, which I really didn't need to do, but they're kind of things to go with main presents that he's got. So I'll definitely film like getting set up for Christmas and probably wrapping his presents and stuff. I don't know, we'll see. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you soon. Bye.